What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out British SAS and US Marines in firefight with Taliban in 2011. This is by Funker530. I think we've watched some of their videos before. It's basically just military combat footage, which I absolutely love. You know that. I've already said that plenty of times on this channel, how I really like just watching raw footage and giving dialogue over it. I feel like it's some of the best ways to learn about this stuff that's going on. This is going to be an interesting video. It's only 4 minutes long, but sit back, relax. I'll leave a link down below to the original video if you want to analyze it without me waffling over the top of it. So you can go over to their channel, give it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So go ahead and do that if you want to do that. Also, before we get started, channel sponsor, check out Chug. You know I'm going to shout it out from the world to the world. This is the bag that it comes with. How sick's that? But these things are phenomenal. They are. And the older I get, the more I realize I want something that's going to last me a long time and not just drink out of cheap things like from IKEA, right? That's probably full of all sorts of chemicals. These are handmade here in the UK by a small business using sustainable materials. If you want to look after yourself while looking like an absolute badass and supporting a small business, 10% off. Link down below. Also, check out Morale, my new business. Morale. I'm very excited that after a year and a half of hard work with Morale, a Kickstarter campaign that wanted to raise 15,000, we ended up raising 18,000. We are not far off from launch now, which is just phenomenal to say. My goal from now until the launch of the drink is to get people to go over to the website, drinkmorale.com, sign up, because we're building out the website. It's going to be fantastic. The website is not only going to be a place where you can buy the drinks and the clothing and all that stuff, it's also this community part that we really want to push, right? It's a mushroom-based drink, but a nature-based community. And we want to have a tab on the website that's going to have stuff for the podcast that we're doing. So it's called Morale Boost, the podcast, where we talk about getting people outside more and anything outside in general. And it's also going to have this like blog feel to it where I'm going to be putting out all the latest news and studies coming out about mushrooms and the outdoors. It's a community I'm trying to build. And right now, the other big thing I'm trying to do is build out the Drink Morale Instagram. And in the last video, I said if you follow the Instagram, I will give you a shout out. We've got quite a few followers. Ro, David Hardybeck, Lucas, Nick, Tao Heckman, Dilly, Tata Books, and I4. I'm a big book person. I'm going to look at this Tata Books and look at, oh, he's a bit of a booktuber person, book Instagrammer. Ooh, you know me, I love me books. If you want to go follow the Instagram at Drink Morale, I will give you a shout out in the next video. All right, guys? Also follow the TikTok if you want, because all the reels that get posted on the Instagram also get posted on TikTok and also get posted on the Drink Morale website. Either way, what I'm trying to do is build this community because I think it's going to be incredibly special, and we're really at the precipice of something very, very special. There's a lot of mushroom drinks popping out of nowhere at the moment. But what I think is more special is instead of just posting and mindless content on social media to boost sales, that's what a lot of these companies do. At the end of the day, any business, it's all about sales. I don't want to do that. I'm not aiming to make this company a multi-million-dollar company. What I'm aiming to do is give people a healthy, energizing drink and form a community of people who love the outdoors so we can all boost ourselves up, right? Using the same model that Red Bull uses, where they take their drink on Monster, they take their drink and they use the profits to sponsor extreme sports. We want to do that, but sponsor community outdoor events like mushroom foraging groups, forest schools for children, all this stuff. It's incredibly important to me. So check out Drink Morale. I think that's all I've got to say. Let's pull this up. Let's watch some footage, shall we? Okay, US and American soldiers, specifically British SAS and American US Marines. I want us to see if we can figure out who's who. Obviously, this is a US Marine right here. Also, that muzzle behind his head. So you clear there. You clear there, mate? You clear? Or is it just the camera not giving depth? That guy was definitely SAS.
250. 250. You guys report.
Rocking a t-shirt, DPMs, cap. Everyone else has got helmets on. Yeah.
Hey Jensen, if you run out of that belt, let me know. I'll switch over.
Amazing.
250. That way, over the compound. Second compound on the right.
Good. I mean, I expect nothing less from the British SAS, but good target indication there. Instantly know exactly how to describe where the enemy is. I expect nothing less. This guy's laid down. Meanwhile, the SAS guy is just stood on the roof. Look at this. Oh my God. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious.
Where are they, Vincent?
Hey, they're still there. Business got eyes on. Wait, hey, give me a distance to rate.
It's a good job they're not really showing his face properly. Although this was 2011, he might be outside by now. He might be out of the military.
Go.
A lot of kit.
Man, this is PB Watson. We were just taking accurate IDF. Did you copy that traffic? Make sure that fucker doesn't go through the middle.
Go. Hey, coming up. Coming up.
As expected, the majority of the footage is US Marines. They're not going to get too much footage of the SAS, are they? Even if they did have the footage, they wouldn't really post that much of them here on YouTube because you got to really respect the identity. Even if this was videoed by US Marines, which I'm presuming it is, the mutual respect, like if I was working with US SF, it's common practice it's common practice for regular soldiers like Royal Marines and US Marines to keep their identity relatively sacred. But it's even more prevalent with special forces. So my presumption is this individual had lots of footage, but decided to snip some stuff out.
There. 1 minute that way. Right there. Go. Coming up. Come on. Get the fuck over here. Now. Hurry up. Smoke, right? 200 meters, right?
I'm presuming that's a SAS lad on the other side of the mortar.
Bang!
Boom.
There it is. I see it.
You want 18X? Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna set the.
I wonder what they were doing together. Why were the SAS there with them for this particular exchange?
Hey, further.
We'll never know. We'll never find out.
I got 150 rounds left. All right, ready? Bang!
Get smoke ready.
Get some more smoke.
Friendly coming up. Now put y'all in. Come on. Hey, let's go. Get up here. Hurry up. You're coming up. Get up. Now put y'all coming down. No problem.
Yeah! Hey, get another one on it.
Let's go.
One on it.
You ready?
I know the SAS lads are laughing with all the woo, yeah, woo from all the US Marines. I know the SAS lads are like rolling their eyes thinking, these guys freaking wooing and hollering.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's so funny.
Bang!
Woo, yeah.
It's not falling through the roof, though. It's not, sir. It's stable. Hey, this is. Hey, we're taking contact that way.
Boom. There it is.
Yeah!
Woo, yeah,
We're
woo.
gonna go shoot another round, all right? All right, load, half load, bitch. Drop it.
What's interesting, and they're out on operations, so and it's a completely different unit and a different country that I was in. But SOPs, I wouldn't be like, I get it, the whole like shouting and cheering and stuff like that is very common, but I personally, it wasn't necessarily in SOPs, but it was kind of like unpracticed SOPs to just keep comms clear in case they're needed, right? But it's different people, different tastes, different ways of working, different SOPs in it.
All right, ready? Fine! As you cut off their egress route.
You want to smoke their egress route? Hey, we're down 2 rounds.
Okay, don't come any further right than that. See where the smoke is, don't come any further right than that.
Alright.
Have them get it to the steps and go over and get it. We're not having fucking another person up here fucking
Freaking fist bumping each other. Oh my god. Great bit of footage. I do want to know the context. But unfortunately, we're probably not going to get the context. No SAS faces are clearly shown in the video. So PERSEC is not violated. British SAS and US Marines worked together to destroy Taliban patrol in Afghanistan. Yeah, it does make me wonder why both of them were there together on this particular operation. But great bit of footage there. Like, you're watching the lads, that they're obviously in a good mood. No one's been hurt on their side. That's why they're all, you know, cheering and stuff like that. It's nice to see collaboration between my two countries that I'm incredibly proud to be a part of. So it's always nice to see that. Great bit of footage. I'll leave a link down below to the original video if you want to go watch it without me waffling over the top. Maybe you can do your own little bit of research on that stuff. Check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. Check out Morale. Follow Drink Morale on Instagram and get a shout out in the next video. Other than that, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.